want to check anything? I don't think. Check, check. Well, he did a lot of cocaine and he had a bad heart. She was in pain, it was doomed from the start. Both like drinking and going to the bar. Never even rode in his car. Is Howdy, I reckon I'll get started. That's okay. Thank you. Sorry, Ari. We got KG in the Drive coming up next, and my name's Chelsea Lovitt. I'm just doing a short solo set. Yeah, thank y'all for having me. Sorry, rolling in hot. The weather was really bad earlier, and I have this dog that gets scared of it, and had to deal with trees down in the front yard. So, and I started writing a new song today. So thank y'all for asking me to do this, because things like this light a fire under my ass, and made me do that kind of stuff. This song's called Waiting on a Toe. Broke down again, this time I'm on my own. This morning you said you couldn't do it anymore. You can't put a belt on it if it's broke. Well, the belt popped off and I was proud. I put it back on myself. I can't wait all day for triple A, and I just wanted to get home. Just waiting on a toe, just waiting on a toe. Sitting here alone in the belly of a well, stranded on the side of the road. Thinking it all about you packing up and leaving, 'cause I was also on the go. Now I'm sitting here at this rest stop, stuck in a van, swallowed up, changes in store. Some things you gotta face. Did you have to go and leave me alone? I guess you can try with all of your might, but you can't put a belt on if it's broke. Just waiting on a toe, waiting on a toe. Sitting here alone in the belly of a well, stranded on the side of the road. I'm just sitting here alone in the belly of a well, stranded on the side of the road. Thanks. Thank y'all. A nice listening crowd. I wasn't sure what to expect you on a Friday night, but I guess the rain calmed people down. Been at D's before, and it can be pretty rowdy on a Friday. So let's see. This is a new one that I don't know when I'll ever get this out or record it. Well, I started recording it somewhere, but the song, it's one of those songs that kind of well, I guess it comes true, you know. You do songs, they're about certain things, and then you end up playing them with people, and then the scenario happens where you don't get enough sleep and you say things you don't mean. So I don't know about anybody in here, but if I don't get sleep and you know, and I'm short on you know whatever else, I'll say things sometimes that are what my mother would call scrappy. So. Um, Anyway, this song came out of just a shitty time, I guess, when my family was in Texas and it was Christmas and sister's going through a divorce, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, this song is just one of those that kind of came out, but it's called Christmas in Texas. Or actually, it's called This Time Around, and so I have sort of a whole album concept called Christmas in Texas. It's my attempt at being a Towns Van Zandt. Well, I'm trying to find a way not to lose my head every time I don't get enough shut-eye. I ended up hurting people who were certain I wasn't as bad as the rest of those guys. Things head south when I open my mouth. It's hard not to drink up your drawing drought. Sure hope I get a hold of it this time around. I've been lying to myself and all the folks I make promises to and bring down. I tried to sit and sort through the hard things. Instead I went out drinking on the town. And things headed south when I opened my mouth. It's hard not to drink up your drawing drought. Sure hope I get a hold of it this time around. Well, I fought with my sister and embarrassed her in front of a Mexican restaurant. It went down. Too much tequila made my tongue go squealing like a boomerang. It just came back around. And I ended up hurting the people who certain I wasn't as bad as the rest of them said. My dad started to cry when I kept on at it. He asked me to please cut it out, so I did. As things head south when I open my mouth, it's hard not to drink up your drawing drought. Sure hope I get a hold of it this time around. Thanks. I can't see any of y'all. Is there any way y'all could turn the lights down a little? Yeah, let's get that listening room vibe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, I used to play at this bar a lot. I had a residency here back in the day, and there was always some dumb shit happening in the parking lot. This is back when I was, wild and crazy in my early Nashville days. Drinking too much, fighting, with the ex and all that. Who's the ex? Yeah. Anyway, I've been putting some singles out that are from a compilation that was called Heartbreak Songs from a while ago that I'll release eventually. Releasing music's really, really hard sometimes. It just kind of feels daunting. And I was gonna put a new song out this month, but I kind of just, with all the ICE ads and whatnot on Spotify, it's kind of just ruining it for me, to be honest. So I'm boycotting Spotify by not releasing a single. Anyway, I'll play that one in a minute, but I wrote a song called Only a Pussy Runs from True Love that I released on Valentine's Day. And I got dumped. The song I opened up with is called Waiting on a Toe, and I got dumped outside of D's one morning. And I left that, Waiting on a Toe happened after that morning. I got dumped that morning and my van broke down that night. And I didn't care because I was going to play gigs and was on the road and whatnot, and then the van died an hour north of my hometown. So I wrote the Waiting on a Toe song when I was broken down in the van. But anyway, it's like we break up, and then I just remembered, I'm going through all this heartbreak, and it's like a country song where I'm sleeping in my mom's car. And thanks Laura Main, getting Palo Santo up here. So I'm trying to condense all this. I was in Daytona, Florida, working an event, heartbroken, sleeping in my mom's car. It's like the kind of build up to a perfect country song, and the one thing songs have done for me is it just kind of turns it around. And so if there's anything I can do, it's come up with a song when I'm heartbroken and turn my own mindset around, I guess. Anyway, that's what they do for me. But when we broke up, he was just like, we were fighting. It was just typical idiot drunk wildness, fighting with the band, all that, and drinking too much whiskey. But he's like, I'd be a pussy if I didn't do anything about this. So I just kept thinking about, only a pussy runs from true love. So I wrote that song and then put that out this Valentine's Day. So I feel like I'm limited on time. Okay, I'm going to play it, but I was going to play this other song that I wrote. Is like the trilogy to that. I'll play the pussy song. Anyway, that's like the line that came to me. I ended up writing it in Daytona after I saw David Allan Coe for the first time, randomly when I was at a really low point. And so I felt liberated to write that song. And so hopefully, Hank Jr. or somebody will cover it. I kind of wrote it for a man to sing. So, for whatever that means. So, yeah. Well, you said you couldn't do it anymore. You've been thinking a while about walking out the door. We were a match made in heaven, but hell took over our course. Now my heart is paying the toll of you running away 'cause it got too hard. Well, only a pussy runs from true love. Couldn't handle the wild hair. Yeah, crazier than a loon. When I drank whiskey, I spoke too soon on things other folks will say about me to you. Not fight for it, you just cowered and you threw it all away. But I put up with a whole lot as well. Well, I loved you despite all the times you left me alone. Sit here in this real life honk-tonk hell. Only a pussy runs from true love. Should have seen it coming from the start. I don't understand how a person could choose to be lonesome just to sing songs about how sad it is we must part. All right. Well, isn't that just the natural progression? You're into it until you do what you're told by the people who dictate where your head is. So much that your heart's already sold. Only a pussy runs from true love. Couldn't handle wild hair. Yeah, crazier than a loon. But when I drank whiskey, I spoke too soon on things other folks will say about me to you. Now I got the word pussy in a song. What you gonna do? Thanks, friends. Thank you, friends. There's a tip jar right there, by the way, and I do have some trucker hats for sale. Thank you, Laura Main. You can get Palo Santo as well. She'll sage your ass, get the dark spirits out. Well, that's the pussy song, and then I guess I got a couple more. The pussy song, so that's the whole, I got this heartbreak trilogy. Also, I never wear lipstick, and if I look like the Joker, because sometimes I forgot I had lipstick on and I've been playing harmonica, and I did that once when I was busking in Paris, believe it or not, I did that, and we weren't making any money, and my friend Steve that played banjo, I guess. I don't know. I took a harmonica solo and I put on red lipstick to try to get people to put tips in the tip jar. And I took a harmonica solo, and then people started kind of crowding around, and they were looking at us real weird, and I had no idea. And, and then we started getting tips, and just like, what is everybody staring at? And Steve looked over at me and he's like, oh God. He's like, you look like the damn Joker. So I had like lipstick, all over my face, Ronald McDonald stuff.
It worked, I guess. I don't know. Do I? All right, sweet. I don't know, man. Dee's got this live stream, and I always look like shit on it, and always sound like shit on it. So, it's all you out there listening. Hopefully, my Venmo's on there. I actually did just because the live stream is going, and I'll tie this in. Hell yeah, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play this pizza song, I guess. Y'all want the pizza song? It follows the pussy song, I guess, but I don't know. Today, I'm also a mess right now because I started writing a new song, so that's a good thing, but it's like a bunch of metaphors about how big hearts take a longer time to heal, or to get over shit. So it has to do with this too, because, the same thing is to move on, let it go, but I end up, I used to cry in the middle of this song, the pizza song, but, the things that have helped me with the heartbreak and just coping with, losing a person that was, not much like that. And it was terrible and toxic, whatever, but sometimes you just go back to it, I guess, because of full moons and stuff. I don't know. It's what all the astrologers say. But anyway, I wrote this song because we were first dating, we were in love, and I was in Nashville, and he was in Florida, and he called me one night and was like, and you're in love, you just talk on the phone a bunch and say stupid shit. And he was like, "Baby, can you get me a pizza?" And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And he's like, "Please, baby, I'm really broke. I have money in my account tomorrow. Can you just call in a pizza for me? I can't. I'm so hungry. It's like I'm drunk, so hungry. Can you please just call in a pizza?" I'm like, "I'm not doing that." He's like, "Please, baby, I swear to God, I'll get you back. Whenever you need a pizza, I got you." And he was like, "I swear I'll get you back tomorrow." Or, you know what? Yeah, whenever you need a pizza, like, I got you. And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." He was like, "Please, baby, please. Like, I swear to God, I will get you back, and like I'll get you a pizza whenever you're like really needing it and I'm not there, and you know what, like if we ever break up, it ain't over till I get you a pizza. It ain't over till I get you pizza." He's like, "But we're never gonna break up because we're gonna get married, so." And you're just, so you says that shit, and then I ended up getting him a pizza, and called it in from Nashville, and he was in Florida. So got the pizza. Years later, we break up. I get dumped outside of D's, and then my van breaks down that night. Then I go to Daytona, and I'm sleeping in my mom's car, and I write the pussy song. And we end up getting back together, actually, after I wrote the pussy song and played it. So then a couple years later, we broke up finally, and it was for good, So when I was really bad off, and when we gotten back together after the pussy song, he's like being sweet and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, well, we were never really broken up because I never got you that pizza." And I'd forgotten about it, and he was like, "Yeah, we're..." So when we were really broken up this time, I thought of that, and I was sitting around drinking with some girlfriends around a fire, told them that story, and then I was like, I got this idea. I was like, what if I wrote a song called, like, "Order Me Pizza"? And they're like, "Dude, it's a bar anthem." So anyway, the first time I played it when I was really in a bad place over all this, I ended up opening for Todd Snyder for some shows. And Todd's one of those people in my life and my music career that I got compared to a lot because I talk a lot between songs, And he's one of the only people in the industry, like the real industry, that actually has given me a chance, you know, that's given me an opportunity. And so I have him to thank for that. And it also got me out of this funk. I was like, you know, well, at least, you know, I got to go on the road and open up for like a legitimate artist, you know, and play my songs, my original songs. And so the first time I played the pizza song was at the first show that I opened for Todd in like Bowling Green, I guess. And I cried in the middle of it, you know, and then, yeah, so I guess it went over well because all these guys at the end of the song, well, you'll just see, but anyway, all these guys came up to me and were like, hey, can I get you a pizza? It's long, too. I'll stop talking. Okay. Remember when you broke my window on that tour in July? I just picked you up from the airport and your grandma had just died. You were drunk as hell, pitching a fit, slamming your head on the floor. Started kicking your legs in the front seat and you missed the dashboard. And I had a lot of insurance that it got broke in a storm. Well, we never did climb that lighthouse down in St. Augustine. We said we'd do it every time since the first one you took me sailing. You've been calling me up after we met by a river in New Orleans. 5 years later on down the line, second time that you put it all down the same. Well, order me a pizza, set me free. You broke my heart once before, you said it wasn't over 'cause you still owed me. I got you one in Florida from Nashville, Tennessee. Order me a pizza. I think I'll take a extra large pepperoni with banana peppers and jalapenos and mushrooms and pineapple and don't forget the packets of red pepper and Parmesan cheese. Remember on your birthday, May the 4th, I was playing a gig. Called me alone crying from a bar 'cause nobody else gave a shit. All of your friends that you were on the road with didn't seem to have a care. You had broken my heart and left me, and I finally felt like I was getting somewhere. But I answered the phone 'cause you wouldn't leave me alone. Should have ignored you the way you've gone and done. You said it wasn't really over 'cause you never got me back. Well, here we are again. Call it in. Order me a pizza, set me free. It ain't over till I open my door to that heartbroken delivery. I got you one in Florida
from Nashville, Tennessee. Order me a pizza. I think I'll actually take a white sauce with some garlic and basil and burrata cheese and hell, how about some anchovies? And for some reason my mind goes back to all the times that were so sweet. Like working a widespread show for Outback Cakes at Swanee in the spring. We were so in love, slinging pizza with Hank Williams on repeat. I looked over at you in that apron. I knew right then you were the one for me. And for some reason, my crazy, hopeless, romantic heart still believes. And after all we've been through, we got more than a cardboard box full of memories. And I hope you don't ever order me a pizza. Don't set me free. Don't let me open my door to that heartbroken delivery. Please don't order me a pizza. Please don't set me free. You broke my heart once before. You said it wasn't over 'cause you still owe me. I got you one in Florida from Nashville, Tennessee. Don't order me a pizza, baby. Come have it with me. But if you do, I think I'll take actually extra large, all American, my very own hot, steamy, Home Alone 2 style in the back of the limo, personal cheese. Thanks. That's the damn pizza song. That's, you know, and my band's had to play it a few times, so they're always like rolling their eyes and they have to listen to the story, so it's better to do solo stuff sometimes for these kind of songs. And so, but I will say it's like a meal ticket song. Every time I've played it with the band, some drunk guy, we're halfway through the set and a pizza guy shows up, some drunk guy calls in a pizza. So literally every time we've played that on the road or whatnot, somebody orders a pizza. So throwing that out there. I should put my number up on the live stream if you want to call in a pizza to Dee's. Anyway, I'll stop. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to do 2 more, I guess. And then we got KG and the Drive are going to rock it out, so y'all stick around. And then, but, you know, I did this song at the Todd Snyder show, and I got to say, make a statement about kindness, and there's a lack of it in this industry, in this town, in humanity. And I love Todd Snyder, and I have him to thank for any remote progress I've had with music. So, and he's just right on. So I'm sending my love out to my friend.
sometimes people have a hard time, you know. People talk shit and they don't really know the whole story. And so to everybody who's talking shit when you don't really know what people go through, I'm throwing you in with what I'm about to attempt. I mean, I don't know. I tried to do it in the original key today. And I'm sorry if anybody that is a huge Todd, if you're a shithead, sorry, because I might mess this up, but it's my version of it. But this harmonica isn't. That ain't the right key. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go up this key, doing this, okay? All right. I have this song called "If Stupid People Could Fly, It Would Be the Night" that I'm gonna do after this, but y'all might know this. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Oh shit. Sorry, the lights like make me forget lyrics. Gay bashing, gay fearing, poor fighting, tree killing, regional leaders of sales. Shit. Frat house and keg tapping, shirt tucking, back slapping, haters of hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving. Tree hugging, peace loving. Big fans of democracy. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls living together in two separate worlds. Following leaders, making piles of shame, looking for someone to blame. I know who I'd like to blame. This song's called "Stupid People." Stupid People Can Fly. That's my shout out to Todd, which is a great song, and he's right on, and he wrote my song way before, so. Sorry, I practiced this and that all day, and that's what always happens, you know. You write a song all day, you practice one all day, and you're perfect, then you get on stage, and then you end up doing your own songs. Anyway, this is my performance, I hope, is always just to remind people that you can be a human being and not perfect, you know, and go through shit and still play music and be all right at it, you know. And but I like to loop in all the gatekeepers and booking agents and people that have a stick up their ass, I guess. And they might as well be with the conservative Christian right-wing Republicans because they, you know, I mean, I'm not saying everybody is, but it's just that mentality, you know, that closed off, judgmental. That's our problem, and we need to drop it and be kind and see people where they're at and appreciate what they've done and appreciate people that, you know, have put in time and work into a place. Even if it's not perfect, it's there's something to that. You just forget about old people or people later in their life that are struggling, and that ain't right. So next time I'll be perfect and old, and I'll prove everybody wrong just by my example, hopefully. So thanks for. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but it's all right. I'm okay with that. The song's called "Stupid People," and so the backstory of this is just I wrote this a long time ago when I was in France, hanging out with my friend. It's a whole long story, but my friend Nikolai is from the island of Madagascar, and he's a wonderful, joyful spirit. And we were sitting on his porch in Rennes, France, drinking a big Belgian beer, and smoking a big joint that was rolled in a Madagascarian vanilla leaf. Because Madagascar's, it's an island off the coast of Madagascar. There's like mercats and shit there, so, and vanilla. So we're so good. Yeah, and the news comes on, and they announce who's running for president, and I'm just like, not going back. Nope, I'm gonna stay right here in France, Nico. And he's like, oh, well, Chelsea, my mother's got that phrase. At the time, my French wasn't too great. He's like, oh, my mother's got that phrase, si les oreilles c'est toujours dans le visage, il y a pas de soleil, donc c'est toujours la nuit. That's my attempt at saying it in French, but I was like, all right, in English. And so sometimes when the French translate from into English, when they speak English, it ends up sounding poetic. And he said, if stupid people could fly, it would be the night, because they would block out the sun. So I wrote that, and so I'm being told I need to wrap up. So thank you guys, but this song is called "If Stupid People Could Fly, It Would Be the Night," and that's my Todd Snyder connection. Segue from conservative Christian right-wing Republicans. So thank y'all. KG in the Drive is up next. Also, I'm still looking for a Gibson B25 1964 guitar that was stolen out of the back of my car with all my merch. That was a couple years ago. I still don't know who stole it, but I have some ideas. Anyway, Stupid People. So you're angry and I don't know why. I don't understand where you're at in your life. And I don't care 'cause you're nasty and your mug is mean. Like this has always been your territory. But you're just a dog pissing on a tree. Yeah, you don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me. Well, if stupid people could fly, it would be the night. And each day the sky's getting less and less bright. If you weren't so blind, you could look in the mirror and see that the sky is getting dimmer every day of the week. Yeah, the sky is getting dimmer every day of the week. You've been burning cables in our backyard. You made the whole neighborhood smell like tar. And you don't care about
just wanna fix your car. Just wanna fix your car. Well, if stupid people could fly, it would be the night. And each day the sky's getting less and less bright. If you weren't so blind, you could look in the mirror and see that the sky is getting dimmer every day of the week. Yeah, the sky is getting dimmer every day of the week. One by one they're taking flight, pushing out the sun so there is no light. They don't care, they don't care, they don't care if it's day or night. Well, if stupid people could fly, it would be the night. And each day the sky's getting less and less bright. If you weren't so blind, you could look in the mirror and say that the sky's getting dimmer every day of the week. Yeah, the sky's getting dimmer every day of the week. Well, how many times can you say the same thing? Big hands get caught red, is that what you mean? Taking off to run a country with the thickest wings, still killing in the streets, but you're just a bird who tweets. You're just a bird who tweets. Well, if stupid people could fly, it would be the night. And each day the sky's getting less and less bright. If you weren't so blind, you could look in the mirror and say that the sky's getting dimmer every day of the week. Yeah, the sky's getting dimmer every day of the week. Yeah, the sky's getting dimmer every day of the week. Feather in your wings, feather in your wings. It's just a feather in your wings. Thanks, really appreciate y'all. My name's Chelsea Lovitt. Thank you. Sorry, this is a solo set, and sorry if I went over. Appreciate y'all listening and hearing my songs, and thanks for having me. KG in the Drive up next, and thanks, Dees. Appreciate you guys. See y'all next time. Hopefully in December we'll have a show. Thanks.